What's up, guys? It's another lovely evening. Very windy today, but I wanted to finish up with the nesting box video in the pond, and I will be adding some sand substrate as well as water, and then after that maybe tomorrow so I can add the turtles in there. But yeah, I've been looking around, and then finally I made a decision to move the pond into the greenhouse. So let's check it out. So this greenhouse is kind of like open due to the storm from last year. It's not fully closed with those greenhouse panel, so it's not like a big issue of humidity and all that. So that's a good thing. And another reason I moved them here, because I want to turn this greenhouse into a turtle room or something like that. So maybe in the future I can add a few more smaller ponds for to raise up some baby turtles. So today I have the sand substrate right here. So I literally got this bag of sand from Home Depot for $5. It's very cheap. Obviously you can find it at Lowe's or any local store as well, but I mainly picked this sand because it's just, I see a lot of people use them, and then there's just some features here. So you can see it's 100% natural, pre-washed and screened, obviously used for sandboxes, landscaping and pet areas. This is mainly what I'm using for, and let's try it out to see how this product's gonna work out. And I will be pouring some sand into this box shortly, and it's done. I did put some water bottles underneath this bin to fill up some space. I did not want the sand to take the whole space, because that's just gonna make it very heavy, and I'm afraid of the whole thing is not gonna support. But with those water bottles underneath, it just fill up another layer, and it just make it, you know, like less space for the sand to fill up, and still creates a very good depth for the turtles to dig. But that being said, I think I only use 2/3 of this pack, so that can be like a refill in the future. Now all I have to do is just add the water, and here we go. It's gonna take a while, so we'll see. I'm not thinking to fill up the whole pond, but at least get to around this level, so they still have a very good swimming depth, as well as some surface for them to get on top of the nesting box. So I will see you guys in a little bit to see how that turned out. Alright, so the water level is right on the deck. I think that should be a good level for them to get on. And what I need to do next is to add this good stuff right here. This is Aqua Safe solution, which it removes chlorine and chloramine, also as well as heavy metals, as it says right here. I've been using this thing for a while now, and it works great. And this is literally for mass scale pond use, so I really don't need that much. Right there. One. So the overflow, which is good. 2. Maybe just a little bit more, because it says 10 ml of this is equivalent to 50 gallons of water. So this is literally a little over 100 gallons. I'm not sure it's not 150 gallons, because this size is 150 gallons, but I did not fill all the way up. So yeah, I think that should be fine for now, and just let it sit. As you can see right now, it's pretty dark. The daylight is gone, so I will be continue this tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow. Good morning. It is the next day. Don't mind me to wear the same shirt as yesterday. This literally says Reptazon. It represents the channel, so I try to wear it when I film, but I promise it still smells nice. Anyway, I got the turtles over here. They have been in this milk container and ready to be moved into this 150-gallon pond. Their old pond, I'm probably just gonna do something with it. Have some new project coming up soon, so stay tuned with that. But this to introduce you to some of the turtles. I've been having these three for a while now, since the hatchling actually. That one obviously is the female. As you can see, it's quite big, and the way you can tell it, it's kind of like, just look on the claws. The front claws are shorter than the males usually, and they are usually bigger than the males as well. And these two are the males. As you can see, the claws are very long. That's how they grab onto the female in the wild and mate. But they tend to be a little smaller than the females as well. But these three are doing great. These two, I'm not sure because they are still quite young. But I literally just rescued them, I believe, a couple months ago. They were housed in like a very small tank by the previous owner. So I was managed to rescue them and quarantine them for, I think, like a month or so. They used to have some shell rods on the top too, but they have been treated and then cleared up much better now. Obviously with the natural sunlight, and that kind of helps as well. So it's the first time I think I can actually house them, but these three I've been keeping for a while. So with that being said, let's move them. Let's start with these two little guys here. They are also the same species. These are the yellow belly. As you can see, their bellies are actually quite yellow. That's where they get their name from, and that actually also quite beautiful to see as well. Let's move these two as well. Very cool. Just floating right onto the bottom. It's another one. You know what? Let's put him on the deck. Let's see how that goes. So the nesting box is mainly for this female right here. I hope she knows how to use it. But I'm gonna just put her right on here and see if she actually try to find a way. Look, it's quite nice for her. Right now they're just discovering this pond. It's actually quite nice right now. The water is clear. I do not have a filter yet. That's probably something I can add in the future, or just constant water change. I've been doing it for years, many years. Just water change, get the old water out, and then usually I water the old water to all kind of plants and then just add new water, and that seems fine too. Either way, that's usually what I do on the weekends, and then during the week I just do the regular feeding and just keep an eye on them and check on their health. But other than that, they actually get some of the sunlight. As you can see, this part is kind of like beat up from the storm, so I probably need to add some wire mesh around it to keep the predators out. But ever since I installed the fence around the yard, oh, look at her. Is she gonna jump off the nesting box? Check it out. There we go. Oh, she actually did the side flip right there. But yeah, ever since I installed the fence around the yard, I haven't seen any predators, so that's a good thing. Well, now they're just swimming freely, enjoy the water. This one is just still checking out the surrounding. But I really hope they find a way out here and then get on top of the nesting box. But yeah, this is working out quite nicely. And right between the frame and the nesting box, there's a very nice gap for them to hide if they wanted to, and also they can swim through it as like a tunnel or something. Look at that. How cool is that, guys? This one just chilling. They do get really good sunlight in the morning when like earlier, just the sun rises, and then it's kind of like the direct sunlight hits this area, so that's why I selected to position the nesting box right there. And throughout the day it's kind of like just move it over to the other side, but should be good enough for them. Look, he's just checking the whole thing out. Meanwhile, this one is just chilling. You don't want to explore? Come on. Go for a swim. There we go. Okay, guys. Let me give you guys an update on the albino turtles. And here's the other pair of the pond sliders. As you guys already know, very common and often referred as the albino red ear sliders. As you can see, very bright in yellow, and of course the very popular trait of the red eyes. These are just the albinoism trait. Very cool. I've been having them for many years too, since hatchling. I remember when I got them, they were like $100 per piece. They used to be up to like $300, but many years have passed. The price just dropped dramatically. Now you can find some for as low as $50. So I have some of the reptile exposed, but that being said, it's still very cool to own one of these guys. I've been have them around the same time with the yellow belly turtles, but I have never kept them together because they are very closely related, coming from the genus of Trachemes, so they can crossbreed, and I don't want that to happen. But yeah, they've been just living on their own in this pond right there. Yep, he just flipped. Very active little guy right there. A little skittish, believe it or not, but I just wanted to give you guys an update on them. It's been a while, and just finished cleaning that pond, and let me just add the water in. And obviously these just some basking platform I like to put on, put them to bask, and just add the water. It's almost good. And now all I have to do is just add some, again, the AquaSafe. This bottle actually lasts me a while now. Very cool, very useful. Just like that, and that's it. The water is prepared. And let's add the turtle in there. Again, this is the male, as you can see, very long claws. That's how they grab onto the female in the wild. I just like this guy so much because their coloration is phenomenal, as you can see. Very bright, very cool looking. And this one obviously is the female. This is much bigger. Very cool as well, but this pond is definitely not gonna last them forever. I've been actually looking for another 100-gallon pond or 150-gallon for these two right now. These are the turtles I have right now, and they are doing just fine. Very cool. The sliders are just chilling underneath that nesting box. It's a whole gang underneath it. Let's see if we can catch on the other side. Right there. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's I know it's quite long, but these are gotta be done sooner or later, and literally just keep you guys updated on them as well as those yellow sliders. But see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, guys.